Hey there, beautiful people of TikTok and YouTube. So the lighting sucks. I apologize ahead of time. It's gotten into the evening hours, and I just wanted to go ahead and do this video that I said, sorry, I got an itch, that I said I was going to do on healthy kitty cats. Now, first I'm going to go over some things that you might have dealt with and some things not to do, and then I'm going to go over some things to do. First of all, women are on a 28-day cycle, just like the moon. And if you will watch the moon, you will often find that you can time your cycle out with a particular congruent phase of the moon. So like I'm on the new moon phase. By the time the new moon hits, I am finishing up. So mine cycles with a complete moon cycle. You might end up having your cycle at the time of quarter moon or full moon. But if you don't know your moon phases, you can also track not just your period, but you can also track births by the moon. I've done that before in animals, garden that way. But yeah, lots of good ways to keep up with not just your health, but the world around you through basic astrology. So here we are. Lots of people have dealt with things like smells, BV, yeast infections, and those type of things. One thing that they will tell you to do, or I've heard people mentioned that you should not do, is shove a clove of garlic up there. That's an all-natural yeast infection killer. Well, yeah, it is, but it's going to scald the hell out of your very sensitive area. So don't do that. Number 2, baking soda. Don't do that. That throws your flora off. You have a flora and a microbiome inside your vagina, just like you do your gut. And number 3 is herbal tinctures, herbal sachets, like you can make herbal teas to use. Don't do that. Number 1, they are not strong enough to actually kill any bacteria, viruses, or funguses, and they can leave debris behind. All right, so those are some things you might be dealing with, and those are some don't do's. What you can do is you can treat every month. You should be douching after your period. Every month after your period, you should be douching. That's it, with a vinegar water douche. And I made a product to add to it called Pretty Kitty. Pretty Kitty is made of the essential oils that are astringent, antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal. So they're tightening. Astringent means it has tannins. They are cleansing, antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, and they are not too harsh to kill off the good flora of the vagina. Lemon, geranium, wintergreen, lavender, lemongrass, clary sage, and sweet basil. They all have mild properties that will help keep things at bay, like yeast infections, BV. Now, if you're dealing with something like an STD, you need to go see a doctor. This is not a discussion on how to get rid of that discreetly. This is just everyday women health. After every single period, you should be douching, and you should be adding 25 drops of Pretty Kitty to the douche. A lot of women aren't able to get up and walk. They work by sitting down, so it doesn't breathe. A lot of women aren't able to eat healthy, so just like your gut, the bacteria and the flora in your vagina will get off. All of us use products, I won't say all, most of us use products that can leave behind debris after we have our period, like a tampon, or chemicals in there like pads that absorb the monthly cycle. So having these things very close to our vagina, lack of exercise, lack of breathing, maybe not enough water, can all contribute to a smell or things like overgrowth of bacteria, BV. And then you end up maybe going to a doctor, or God forbid you have a bladder infection, you go to the doctor, and then you end up taking antibiotics that promote a yeast infection. Well, if you just clean properly once a month with a douche and add the essential oils in this product right here, you will notice a difference in all of that. I can't actually say that it would treat, cure, or prevent any disease, but I can say that it has the ingredients to kill off all the germs without overdoing it, without killing off all the good. So you have a flora in there like a gut, and you don't want to overdo it. Certainly don't want to stick a clove of garlic up your kitty cat. That a lot of people I've heard do that. I'm thinking, that has got to be, number one, you're going to leave debris behind, which can cause a severe infection. Number two, that's going to scald that very gentle area. But if you were to just add a couple of drops of essential oils that are very kind to the skin, like geranium, like clary sage, very female-friendly oils that will cleanse. Geranium is put in toothpaste because it is so mild. It's such a good antibacterial antiseptic, but so mild at sensitive areas like the gums that it is not only considered a beautification oil, but it is also put in things like toothpaste. So, yes, adding 20 to 25 drops of this product right here to a douche, shaking it up before you use it, and doing it every month after your period is a simple way to keep at bay all the things that I previously mentioned, such as yeast infections, such as an overgrowth of bacteria, getting rid of any of the debris from your cycle, and cleansing. And you may need to do it more than once, but you will have no smell whatsoever. Of course, I encourage exercise. I encourage lots of water, eating healthy, all of those things, because that flora gets off down there just like your gut flora. But certainly when you're adding things like tampons or pads or lack of being able to breathe to the mix, okay? So I hope that helps you understand natural kitty cat health a little bit better. And make sure you teach your daughters, because in our modern Western culture, self-care, beautification, properly tending to ourselves sometimes isn't always passed down the line. I feel like in our modern Western culture, we're separated from the old ways, where women supported one another and we had like tribes. And so whether it's, jobs or whatever that carries us across the country, whatever, share this with your friends, share this with your daughters, because not only is it totally all natural and friendly, but it's also a good way to share a good self-care tip to another woman. Let's be boosting each other up instead of tearing each other down. So you can find Pretty Kitty on my website, missysnaturals.com, and I hope that helps you understand vaginal health a little bit better. Another thing that I wanted to do, and I'm going to show you, I forgot to add this in earlier. When your body is on a 12-hour clock, so not only is it on a lunar cycle, it is on a 12-hour clock. The best time to take care of female health, like such as a douche, would be 9 p.m. when your body is already tending to that area naturally. So 9 p.m., your root chakra and your sexual circulation, as well as your some of your hormone glands, are being activated during that time frame. So we could talk about the body clock in another video, but I hope that helps you understand that your body is on a clock and that it's also on a lunar cycle, and how to keep clean. Y'all have a blessed night.